Psychology facts about human behavior that will blow your mind. An estimated 30 million Americans struggle with erectile dysfunction. Modern researchers have found some interesting correlations between height and sexual activity. Contrary to popular belief, shorter men tend to have more sex. This surprising fact challenges many societal stereotypes about height and attractiveness. Studies suggest that shorter men are often perceived as more empathetic and attentive partners, which can enhance intimacy. They might also feel a greater need to prove themselves in relationships, leading to a more active sex life. Shorter men might face less pressure to conform to traditional masculine ideals, which can result in a healthier, more confident approach to sex. Additionally, their partners often report higher levels of satisfaction, attributing it to the attentive and considerate nature commonly found in shorter men. Interestingly, men who are 5 or shorter are reported to have 30% more sex than their taller counterparts. This might be because they compensate for their height with other qualities such as humor, charm, and emotional intelligence. The idea that the penis thrusts inside a woman's vagina, not just to stimulate but to remove a competitor's sperm, highlights the importance of sexual prowess and competitiveness, which isn't necessarily linked to height. A micropenis, defined as a penis fewer than 2.8 inches in length when stretched, affects only 0.6% of men, caused by inadequate testosterone at a late stage of fetal development. Penises, regardless of their size, stop growing when a man is in his early 20s. Men do get blue balls, technically called prostatic congestion, caused by trapped blood. This condition, which can be alleviated by a warm shower, aspirin, or an orgasm, is not height dependent. Married people are more likely to masturbate than those living alone, indicating that sexual activity is often driven by relationship dynamics rather than physical attributes like height. The fear of erections, known as philophobia, is a psychological issue that can affect men of any height. Shorter men might also benefit from their ability to adapt and compensate in various aspects of life, including their sex lives. The average man has 11 erections per day and 9 erections at night, showing that sexual desire and function are consistent across different body types. Women who went to college are more likely to enjoy receiving and giving oral sex, and this preference is independent of their partner's height. Scientists theorize that pubic hair traps secretions that hold pheromones, sexual scents that heighten arousal and attraction. A teaspoon of semen contains 5 calories, and a sperm takes 1 hour to swim 7 inches, regardless of the man's height. Formicophilia, the sexual interest in small insects or worms crawling on the body, is a rare fetish not influenced by physical stature. Avocados, known as the fruit of the testicle tree, are believed to have aphrodisiac qualities that enhance sexual pleasure and performance. In the United States, approximately 4% of the population identifies as gay, lesbian, or bisexual, with no correlation to height. Around 70% of people in the US admit to fantasizing about group sex, with more than 50% acting on these fantasies, showing that sexual desires and behaviors are diverse and not height-specific. Approximately 1% of people worldwide identify as asexual, having no strong sexual attraction to either sex. Statistics show that 1 in every 5 Americans has engaged in sex with a colleague, emphasizing that sexual opportunities can arise in various settings. The aroma of wine can arouse both men and women, replicating human pheromones, the chemical substances that cause behavioral responses. According to the Kinsey Institute, the average speed of sperm during ejaculation is 28 miles per hour. Intercourse has many euphemisms, such as afternoon delight and horizontal refreshment, but its frequency and enjoyment are not dictated by height. The typical man produces about 14 gallons or half a trillion sperm in his lifetime, with the skin considered the largest sex organ and the brain the most powerful. Outside the bedroom, the most common place for adults in the US to have sex is the car. Lisa Sparks set a world record in 2004 by having intercourse with 919 men in 24 hours, a feat unrelated to height. Couples in Greece have the most sex, with Brazil following closely. The global average is 103 times per year. Some people can orgasm while working out due to repetitive core movements and historical anti-masturbation campaigns like those by Dr. Kellogg reflect cultural attitudes more than physical realities. The average person spends 20,160 minutes kissing in a lifetime. Being in love with your partner significantly enhances sexual experiences. Receiving oral sex increases the odds of a woman reaching orgasm, especially during hookups. Ingesting semen can prevent a woman's body from rejecting sperm, leading to higher fertility rates. Oral sex is not risk-free and can spread bacterial and viral infections. It also creates an opportunity for pubic lice to transfer to facial hair. As societal attitudes evolve, it's clear that sexual satisfaction is more closely tied to emotional and relational factors than physical height. Shorter men have also been found to be more versatile and adventurous in the bedroom, often exploring various positions and techniques to enhance mutual pleasure. Their willingness to engage and experiment can lead to more frequent and satisfying sexual encounters. Research indicates that shorter men often develop strong communication skills, a critical factor in maintaining a healthy and active sex life. Effective communication about desires, boundaries, and preferences can significantly improve the quality and frequency of sexual activities. In many cultures, historical figures and prominent personalities who were shorter in stature have been celebrated for their romantic prowess and passionate relationships. This cultural recognition highlights that sexual charisma and capability are not confined to taller individuals. Another fascinating aspect is that shorter men may feel less societal pressure to conform to traditional ideals of masculinity, allowing them to be more authentic and vulnerable with their partners. This openness can foster deeper emotional connections and more fulfilling sexual relationships. Shorter men are often seen as more approachable and less intimidating, which can make them more appealing to potential partners. Their perceived friendliness and accessibility can translate into more opportunities for romantic and sexual encounters. Interestingly, the dynamics of sexual attraction and satisfaction are complex and multifaceted. Factors such as emotional intelligence, empathy, and humor, which are often associated with shorter men, play a significant role in attracting and retaining sexual partners. Shorter men also benefit from a practical standpoint in certain sexual positions that might be more comfortable or enjoyable due to their body proportions. This adaptability can enhance the sexual experience for both partners. Height does not define sexual confidence or capability. Many shorter men exude a strong sense of self-assurance and charm, which can be incredibly attractive. This confidence often translates into a more active and satisfying sex life. It's essential to debunk the myth that taller men are inherently more desirable or sexually active. The reality is that sexual attraction and fulfillment are influenced by a wide array of personal qualities and relational dynamics, rather than simply physical height. Moreover, societal perceptions are gradually shifting to recognize and celebrate the diverse forms of attractiveness and sexual potential in people of all heights. This inclusive approach fosters healthier attitudes toward body image and self-esteem. A study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine found that men shorter than 5'8" were more likely to have a higher frequency of sexual activity compared to their taller peers. This finding aligns with the notion that shorter men may compensate for their height by developing other attractive qualities, such as attentiveness, empathy, and humor. Additionally, a survey conducted by the National Health and Social Life Survey revealed that shorter men reported higher levels of relationship satisfaction and sexual fulfillment. This could be due to their ability to connect more deeply with their partners on an emotional level, which enhances physical intimacy. Another interesting aspect to consider is how shorter men may face different social dynamics that shape their sexual behaviors. For instance, they might develop a stronger resilience and adaptability, which can translate into a more proactive approach to pursuing romantic and sexual relationships. Height, like many other physical attributes, can influence how individuals are perceived, but it does not determine one's sexual competence or desirability. The qualities that make someone a great lover, kindness, consideration, creativity, and communication, are not bound by height. Let's not forget the role of personality traits. Studies have shown that people often prioritize traits like confidence, humor, and emotional intelligence over physical characteristics when it comes to choosing a sexual partner. Shorter men who excel in these areas can thus have an active and satisfying sex life. Moreover, the societal shift towards valuing emotional connection and personal compatibility over superficial attributes further supports the notion that shorter men can thrive sexually. As cultural narratives evolve, there is increasing recognition of the importance of qualities that contribute to a fulfilling and respectful sexual relationship. It's important to challenge and dismantle stereotypes that unfairly marginalize individuals based on their height. These stereotypes not only affect self-esteem but can also influence how people view their own sexual potential. Recognizing the diverse attributes that contribute to a vibrant sex life can help promote a more inclusive and positive understanding of sexuality. For those who might still harbor doubts about the correlation between height and sexual activity, it's essential to look at the broader picture. Sexual fulfillment and frequency are influenced by a myriad of factors, including emotional connection, mutual respect, and effective communication, all of which are independent of height. In summary, shorter men often have more sex not because of their height, but because they excel in areas that truly enhance sexual and romantic relationships. Their empathy, attentiveness, and willingness to engage deeply with their partners create a dynamic that fosters frequent and fulfilling sexual activity. Shorter men have more sex because shorter men are often seen as more approachable and less intimidating, making them more appealing to potential partners. This perceived friendliness can translate into more opportunities for romantic and sexual encounters. Like, comment, and subscribe for more from the wisdom of psychology.